first live test. Not really, I already tested, you know that. Anyway, this is the testing showing the running with the new EFI harness. You missed the first couple tests were misfires. A, I forgot to hook up the crank angle sensor, okay, and there was something else, I can't remember what it was, probably something stupid, but we got that fixed. And we'll show you the result. But I want to show you the hookup right now so you can see what we did. Okay. First of all, there's the OE. This is the one that came out of the 280ZX. This is the standard 280ZX that's been set up to run on the test stand, where I had to screw around with the fuel pump relay, I think it was, and a couple other things, and make it work. So it's largely a ZX with a very few minor modifications. This is the custom built one. I've got it currently plugged into the this is the 280ZX plug. There's your under the dash connection. As you can see, I've got the resistor jumpers in place. I've got the main B+, there's two fuse links hooked up. In addition to that, I've got this very long knock sensor wire hooked up, and this is a cylinder head temperature sensor, which can go either here or to the front on the thermostat housing if you don't have a cylinder head that's got that port for it. So to hook it up, you just basically hook to the battery, plug in under the dash, hook up your sensors, your cylinder head temperature sensor, your detonation sensor, your knock sensor. All the these are all the fuel injector sensors. I've got the EGR and the fast idle control sensor, or idle up, whatever you want to call it. I've got the TPS hooked up. This is the air regulator. I had to modify it. It won't. The standard push down type doesn't work here. There's no room for that little clip to go down. So I actually cut that clip off, so it just sticks on there now with friction. That's a hot B+. I got to be careful with that. I switched B+. The green lead is the only lead I had to hook up for the ignition because I've got that PRW transistor down there. So I'm not using this blue lead. That's for the 300ZX. That would typically go to the low side of the ignition coil. I've got the 280ZX airflow meter plugged in. This is the one for the mass airflow. And that's the unused speed sensor. Don't use that for the 280ZX. So there you have it. It's really super simple to put in because everything's just, like I said, plug and play. I mean, this basically is it. You've got, oh, and I think I don't know if it said the O2 sensor. And currently it's configured for just the single wire zirconia type. It also has a plug that will work with the titania type that's heated for the other computer. So anyway, that's how it all hooks up. And like I said, what I like about it is the computer fits in the stock location. You got your stock location relays. All this stuff on that side of that plug right there is inside the dash. Outside on this side of that plug is in the engine compartment. So, without further ado, let's go start this thing up. Hopefully, start up. So, you should hear the fuel pump run, and then when it gets done running, I'll crank it. So let's listen for a fuel pump first. Fuel pump. Off. Crank. Just like a champ. And that's that. And these are working, because if I unplug them, it messes up. As an example, I can't remember which one messes up. I think they both screw up. I think I could. Actually, I don't think this messes up. The EFI is plugged off. Try to see. Let's not. Anyway, that's how it works. So my next. My next round of testing, just for fun, I'll probably come out here and put those resistors in. I'm just curious how that affects the injectors, if that even does anything. But my next round of testing will be hope you can see this, to install one of these. Okay, that's the airflow meter. That will replace this. That's the vane type. This is the airflow meter. It actually has a movable vane inside here that measures how much air is going through there. And this has the hot wire resistor type. You can see the size difference. And one of the advantages of that is hopefully I can fit this in under the engine bay better, and maybe you get better performance because there's no restriction in the airflow from the big vane sitting there. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break. She's off. I'm take a little bit of a break, and I'll come back later once I get this all hooked up. I might do that tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But so far, so good. The homebrew DIY EFI wire harness was a success so far. Seems to be working okay. The only thing I'd have to do, I don't know about longevity. Did I use, our wires will get disconnected? Did I do poor crimping? Did I not solder something wrong? I don't know. But that'll have to be a long-term test. The only other thing I'm going to do on this, besides you saw that kind of janky hookup for the ignition coil, I'm going to do that better. I'm going to probably get an integrated unit, so you just plug a 4-pin connector in and plug your ignition coil hot lead to the center, and you're done. Okay, instead of all the other crap. But that's it for now. I'll come back to you later. Thanks. Bye.